What is that smell? Oh, you know what it is? Our buddy goldenrod, that's right. Yep, goldenrod. This is a little spent. Here's a picture of what goldenrod really looks like when it's full bloom, which is pretty cool. Why goldenrod is so important to bees? Well, I will tell you, and I can still feel it in this, it is a really heavy feeder, and it's the last thing out in the fall. There's a little bit of aster, you can see these small aster, and the bees will hit that, but goldenrod is golden. So what's the smell thing? The pollen and the nectar that comes off a goldenrod, hey buddy, pollen and nectar that come off a goldenrod is pungent. That's the best way to put it. But for a beekeeper, for me, I know that the goldenrod is blooming, and I also know it's the end of the year, completely end of the year, because the goldenrod is the last thing out, and it has a very unique odor. People describe it kind of as a 8th grade locker room, boys' locker room, and all the dirty socks that they leave behind, and it does. Some years stronger than others. This year was pretty potent. So you got within 100 feet of the hives, and it's like, whoa, and especially at this yard where I've got 12 hives lined up, yeah, it had quite an odor. So there's my buddy. I'm standing in the way of a goldenrod. So goldenrod, let's talk a little bit about some of the essentials of it. So goldenrod is really heavy in nutrients. It's a thick nectar. It's the pollen in it and the nectar are a huge source for the end of the year for honeybees. And it's about the last thing. So, depending on the hive I've got, what I use it for is if the hive is light, I let them fill it up with goldenrod. And I'll top it off with feed after that. If the hive is kind of heavy, I'll take the goldenrod because it's got a unique honey. And this little girl just doesn't want to leave me alone today. I guess we're just going to have her be part of the video. Also, in a heavy goldenrod flow, the amount of food that comes back also will stimulate the queen to lay more winter eggs. And that's really what you want. You want a strong colony going into the spring. So it does that as well. What about the plant itself? Well, there's about 100 different types of goldenrods out there. It really is a weed. People will plant it in their yard. It's kind of cool because it is something for the end of the year and for fall. So what is it about goldenrod and honey? Well, here's what's really kind of cool about it is it makes a really nice, buttery, kind of spicy honey. It's really good. But the thing is, it crystallizes like crazy. I've had pure goldenrod honey in a bucket and gone to jar it up about 2 weeks later, and it's crystallized, starting to crystallize already. So you're going to get some crystallization really fast with it. So that's a real downfall with it. So what's the other thing? Well, it's had, in its past, it's had medicinal qualities. Native Americans used it for, of all things, a relief from bee stings. I know, which is kind of wild. But it also has some anti-inflammatory qualities to it. And actually in colonial times in Boston, it was part of a group of plants that they used after the Boston Tea Party in order to make a tea, among other some things that they had as part of it. Go back to, it's like the myths. Number one, I said it before, even though it smells awful on the hive, when it ripens, it tastes great. So that's very important. Here's the other thing, is it gets a really bad rap because people blame goldenrod for their allergies. It's not goldenrod, but goldenrod grows very often with this little snot. And this is ragweed. Ragweed pollinates by these flowers in the wind. So that's what's happening, is you're getting pollen blowing off of the ragweed, and goldenrod gets blamed for it. Because ragweed is blah, ain't nothing to it. It's just, it's ugly. But goldenrod is the showy one, so it gets the blame. So that's another big myth. So goldenrod, it's very important to bees. I look forward to it every year. I've got tons of it here out at the farm. I've got quite a bit at home and just in this area. So we're really happy to have this around, and it really helps us at the end of the year. So that's just a quickie on our buddy goldenrod. Hey, thanks for watching. If you haven't, hit that subscribe button. We really appreciate it. It's nice to be liked. And as always, happy beekeeping. We'll see you next time.